Hello, everybody. What's that? Morning. Good afternoon. Here it is, Monday, April 11th, and we're about to take a look at what's coming up in the gardening week. At the end of this, we're going to have a little 5-minute clip on how to transplant tomatoes. Hang around and take a look at it. It's a real nice little video. It'll give you a lot of good little tips and pointers along the way. So today the moon's in the second quarter. It's swelling. Now, when the moon's more than half that point, we refer to that as a gibbous moon. So you have either a waxing gibbous moon, which means it's getting big and fat, or you have a waning gibbous moon, which means it's still very bulgy, but it's actually shrinking. So the second quarter is a waxing gibbous moon. We're coming up towards the full moon here. We're in Leo today and until early hours of tomorrow morning. The moon will go void, of course, about 3 a.m. tomorrow morning, and it'll slide into Virgo shortly after 7 a.m. Now, Virgo is a pretty good planting sign, and the second quarter is a fabulous planting window. So especially important to get anything that has need for good root development. So might be early enough to put the beets in some of your areas, certainly early enough to put radishes in our neck of the woods, and onions. Onion sets can even go in the ground right now if you like. They are pretty cold hardy. And being in Virgo's an earth sign, so we're looking at really, really good root development anytime we're planting in Virgo. Virgo energy continues on through Wednesday. It'll be an excellent window there all day. No shifting of the moon particularly. And again, it'll be going void, of course, at about 11 in the morning on Thursday morning. Actually slides into the void at 11:11, which is a very, very magical number for people who follow numerology. You've got two power numbers. You got two power numbers, 11 and 11. At any rate, Thursday is when that's when it'll slide into the void, of course, and it'll go into Libra at 1:45 in the afternoon on Thursday afternoon. So that brings us up to the Easter weekend. Good Friday is the 15th, and on that day we're going to be in Libra all day. Now, Libra is an air sign, and air signs are not the absolute best for planting. However, you are still in that wonderful period of time with the Virgo energy, and we got the growing moon energy, we've got earth energy. Root crops in particular will do very, very well. But Libra is also a very, very good time to be doing group activities, to be doing endeavors that include more than one person. Um, you know, um, excuse me. Okay, so we've got Libra going, you've got cooperative efforts, group activities. Also, a really good time to take assessments. Remember Libra's the scale, so you're weighing and assessing things here, and you can use that energy to your best advantage. Take very careful note of what you want to do. Take the time to suss stuff out before you go ahead. So that's Friday. Then Saturday, we've got the Libra energy is going to be going void, of course, at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, a few minutes before 3 in the afternoon on Saturday. And then it's going to slide into Scorpio at 5:22 in the evening. Now, Scorpio is a wonderful planting sign. It really is. Scorpio, being a water sign, allows you the opportunity to plant almost anything. So we've got this magical period of time here for Saturday and Sunday where the moon's in Scorpion. It got that really good energy. Now, the moon does go full on Saturday, okay? It goes full at almost noon, 11:52 in the morning, it's going to go full. But with the Scorpio influence and all that water, the moon coming full within that period of time is not going to significantly erase is not going to significantly impact that good soil fertile energy that you've got going on there. So, by all means, plant on Saturday. And then on Sunday, we're looking at Easter Sunday and we're in Scorpio all day long. Moon's in its third quarter by that time. Still a good time to be planting, especially if you're in the water signs. So we got a couple of really long ones that we're just cutting into for all day Tuesday, all day Wednesday, and a bit of a start on Thursday. And then again, we got a couple of times on Friday and Saturday that it's not quite as good, although you could do some planting. And then Saturday and Sunday, we're right back into supremely good planting energy. So, this is a week to get out there and get things in the ground. I don't know what it's like where you are, but what we're finding right here in the interior is we've got a real slow, cold spring going on. We're still getting little pockets of snow here and there. Don't rush the season, although it's a really good planting window and we got some real good times coming up to get things in the ground. Don't rush it. Okay, if your ground's not ready, if the weather's not stable enough for you to get good germination and good growth, it's not a good idea to rush to put the plants in the ground. Wonderful time to be moving your perennials, though. The perennials, if you move them at this point in time when they're coming and just barely coming out of dormancy, it's like they don't even know they've been moved. They're still sound asleep in the ground. Dig around them carefully, split them up, get them moved into their new homes and well watered in. This weather is absolutely fabulous for that. Those little freak snowstorms, those little mini storms that we're getting right now, they're loaded with nitrogen. Atmospheric nitrogen is sometimes referred to as poor man's fertilizer, to have like an early spring snow that just goes right into the ground and you can work it right in. And I've actually seen that in the past few years again, farmers getting out there onto the field and plowing the snow into the ground before it has a chance to melt. Excellent way to fix a bit more nitrogen in your ground. So that's the week to come, things that we've got going. And I think we're just about ready now to go into the playing of the clip. It's about 5 minutes long. It's a nice clip on how to get your tomatoes transplanted, how to get them onto the next stage. Most of us, when we plant our tomatoes, manage to get more than one seed in a pot, and they do love to root around with each other. So you often get what I consider a tomato braid, where you get 5 or 6 plants doing their thing all in one pot. But our video shows you how to break that down and how to make that happen for you. So if you can start that video clip, and I guess we'll be seeing you all next week. So we've got 6 tomatoes in here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a little one that I'm not even going to even count. No. And so there's 5 new pots. And step 1, you can see we've got roots coming right out the bottom. Okay, so step 1 is to do that and get it out there. Okay, now tomatoes are the most forgiving of plants in this regard. So you can do this. Okay, just kind of. Don't want to rip the roots off, but nothing's wrong with, exposing them a little bit like this. Getting some of this potting medium off of them. Loosen them up a bit. And I take them and literally move them right over this pot here. Loosen them up quite a bit. Okay. This one here has sort of separated itself. Now, you can plant tomatoes really, really, really deep. So I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom of that pot, make a hole, pop that in, and bring the potting soil up really high on it. Now, This potting soil, you just open this bag, and it is absolutely soaking wet. This is, I'm glad you got it at a real bargain price, and I'm glad we can open it up right away. Soaking wet potting soil like this, however the moisture got in there, whether it was sealed in initially, which they shouldn't do, or it leaked in, it's got no place to go, it stagnates, it goes sour, it can end up causing mold problems. Like, if you get potting soil and it's this wet, do what Michael's done here, open it right up, get it out of there. Okay, so back to these. And let's see where we've got now, okay? And you disentangle them as gently as you can from each other. Now, these are your two little starter leaves, and they're long done. So, look at, you've got all of that down there, okay? So, you want to get all of that in. And because it's a tomato plant, you can bury that stem nice and deep. It'll just grow roots. That's all it'll do. So you can come right up to that first set of true leaves. Okay, so again, see how much stem you've got? That's like, feed those in gently. Lay that stem down in that soil and add more soil. Yeah, so you have that buried super, super deep. And then I'll bring all of this root ball here. Go right down deep into this pot. That's not going to grow, so we're not going to bother with it. There you go.
Lovely.
Yep, a whole whack of puntalos.
Alrighty, so we'll just keep them together and we'll do the next one on the other side.
These ones that small German.
Do we need another bucket?
No, we can actually do this quite nicely.
That one has to upsize, yeah.
Yeah, this one just needs upsizing, and oh my goodness, it's
root
so
bound.
root bound. Okay, I know. Okay, so what we're going to do with this one is we're actually going to put it right down in like that. Might as well put this on top of it because it's original soil. I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to bury it nice and deep. Okay. There you go. There's your small German. And we're pretty sure these other ones are small German as well. Oh, we've got... Yeah, we'll do two in each of these.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I don't have any handy.
No, we'll just split it into two. Okay, you can actually see how it's sort of already done that anyway. You got two here and two there. You just come right in between them and do that. Okay, put one in there, put one in there. Now, as you fill them, what you want to do is spread those, okay? Diverge them as much as you can in that pot. Okay? Get that?
Got it.
Okay, and I'll do that again with this one, okay? You got the nice big root ball. You got all this tomato growth, tons of it. So, diverge them. There we go.
Transplant tomatoes.
Yep.
Sweet.
Done.
Anything else to say today?
I think that's about it.
Awesome.
So, we've got 6